Hi there, students. It's Missy. I thought today we would go over, in summary, Animal Farm Chapter 5, which we listened to last week, and before we move on to Chapter 6. In Chapter 5, we learn that Molly disappears from the farm. She ends up with one of Mr. Pilkington's men, and Clover called her out on it, and she denied having spoke to or let the man touch her nose. She was later seen at the pub, which is a bar, all dolled up with her ribbons, and she seemed to be enjoying herself. And the pigeons told the other animals, and no one ever spoke about Molly again. In regards to the windmill, Snowball and Napoleon wanted the same but different. Snowball wanted to build the windmill so that they could get electricity and get light and warmth and save time of work. But Napoleon said it was a waste of time and energy and that everyone would starve to death. So Napoleon wanted to get firearms or guns and train the animals on how to use them, believing that this would make the farm safe from attacks. Snowball wanted to spread the rebellion. He wanted to keep spreading the rebellion and tell everyone that if it happens everywhere, there was no need to have to defend themselves with firearm. So before the animals could vote, Napoleon calls out 9 ferocious dogs who chase Snowball off the farm. Napoleon then announces that all the debates will stop. Napoleon enforces with the dogs. He's using fear as a means to scare off the other animals. Taken from their parents, these puppies were raised by Napoleon. We knew that it was motive of the pigs and Napoleon to have done this. And in chapter 3, remember when they stole the milk and the apples and they were taking them for the dogs? Well, this proves that this is a socialist idea. You see, Napoleon suddenly insists that the animals build the windmill. Squealer is sent to convince the animals that the windmill was Napoleon's idea all along. And this was a way of getting rid of the dangerous character and bad influence which they all thought was Snowball. So things that are happening here is that poor memory of the past makes people easier to control. And the lack of education makes it impossible for people to speak out. Boxer, in the end, could not think of anything to say. So, in this story, Napoleon is always right. And his personality is spoken through the horse of the motto, I will work harder. Now, Boxer's the one that will always say he was always going to work harder. This is a situation where Snowball wanted to be looked at in a positive manner, and Napoleon wasn't going to let it happen. So let's find out in chapter 6 of what's going to happen next.